Okay, so beyond being an absolute lover of business on the top, absolute mayhem on the bottom, I only wear vintage and I am a sucker for interesting textiles. So sometimes I buy things that are like this, which unless I'm trying to have a really like terrible sensory day, I couldn't like reasonably wear around my neck. And so this is like a trick that I learned actually from my auntie Meryl, who, rest in peace, had one of the most immaculate styles of all time. She was like a 60s go-go boot icon, like definitely an inspiration for how I dress and present myself today. But if you ever find yourself with something that you really like a pocket square, or even just like a small rectangular or square piece of fabric, it doesn't even have to be that, honestly, even a scrap will do. I have this really cool trick so that you're able to wear it in the style of a pussy bow, even if it's too short. So the first thing I do is I pick two corners. I'm gonna be folding this one along the inner seam. And so I fold the corners in towards the center of the square, and I try to make the thinnest rectangle of fabric that I can. So corners folded in like this, and then again, and so on, but obviously neater. So once you have the piece of fabric kind of arranged how you like, I like to make sure that the pattern's visible, that there's these lovely sort of ribbony ends, if I can get it that way. I go to the top button of my shirt, which you can see here. So there's a little gap, and what you're able to do is if you've made it thin enough, you can actually slide the scarf through that hole and over the top of your shirt, like that. Oops, sorry for the sirens. So once you have it positioned, and this is a starched collar, it desperately needs to be ironed again, but I don't have time for that today. Once you have it positioned, I pull the top part up just a little bit longer than the bottom part and make sure that and you could leave it like this, I suppose, if you wanted, or put like a beautiful brooch. But what I then do is I take my fingers here and I fold the fabric over and I tuck it through into this little knot. And I do this really slowly and delicately so that I can mess around with the shape of the knot as I'm adjusting my collar. And then once you've got it to the size and the position you like, it looks like you have this like perfect little scarf without choking yourself out, which personally is great for me. Also, oh my God, I desperately need to iron this collar, but you get the point. I'm not gonna iron it today because who cares about perfection? Anyway, that's all. Bye.